I'm Shannon Elhart. I live on the beautiful west coast of Michigan. I'm a mom, a life coach helping people live more peaceful lives, a tree hugger, a happy, optimistic, inspiring person, and a believer in world peace. However, I believe we're going about world peace a little backwards. It's great when we travel far and wide to bring peace to other people. However, what we need to do first is find peace within our own hearts, so that we can give peace to other people, to all of life. That's what my coaching is all about. It's called the Green Heart Live Peace process. This process, created with a wealth of wisdom from countless teachers, authors, worldwide sources, and much personal experience, brings people to a place of peace, peace within. And that authentic, God-given peace, once that's found within, you're able to bring that to other people, to all of life in the world, just as we were intended to do so. You know, the passion that really drives my work truly is to help bring peace to more people in the world. The Green Heart Live Peace process walks people through 6 steps: compassion, connection, authenticity, especially releasing those self-defeating thoughts that we carry with us, connecting with your emotions more deeply, healing through purpose and trust, and then forgiveness, which is a biggie. I've had the honor of watching clients start from living very unpeaceful lives full of low self-esteem and lack and doubt, and move into lives that are filled with hope, purpose, love, and peace. You see, sometimes we unknowingly hold remnants of our past in our heart. It could be unforgiveness, anger, resentment, fears, guilt, shame. We think it doesn't hurt us if we just forget about it, or we believe the old adage that time heals all wounds, but it doesn't. In fact, those remnants we hold in our heart, they wreak havoc on our happiness and our health. Physically, psychologically, spiritually, emotionally. I learned this about 11 years ago. My second child died shortly after he was born, and although it was a very difficult time, I truly healed by finding purpose and trust. Within the first year of Jonathan's death, I attended a baby memorial, and as tradition, each parent would write their baby's name and the date of birth and death on a balloon, and then we'd release them to the sky, like to heaven. I stood back and I was looking at other mothers writing on their balloons, and I saw dates from years before. And although Jonathan had died in that previous year, looking at these dates made me realize that these women were still in so much pain. And it frightened me. Would I be in that much pain years from now? Or was I supposed to hold on to that sadness? Then something remarkable happened. It was like the world slowed down for me, and I went into a bubble of thought. And I had this realization, this epiphany, that I don't have to be sad. I had a choice. I could choose a different perspective, and in doing so, I could choose to heal through purpose and trust. Realizing that truth didn't magically take away my grief or my sadness. I had to go within and find purpose in Jonathan's life and death. And in doing so, I realized I'm a really strong woman, strong physically and emotionally. I experienced compassion and hope from people like I'd never experienced before. And I learned to trust God and life. I even found ways in which other people had grown through my own experience. I even contemplated out-of-the-box thinking, wondering, perhaps Jonathan exists in some other way and he's protecting and guiding my children, and that gave me so much comfort. I found trust that everything happens with a purpose, that things don't happen to us, but for us to grow and learn. You see, I wasn't always the optimistic, happy, confident woman who I am today. In fact, I was quite the opposite. I was filled with worry and fear and self-doubt. I woke up every morning without confidence and with low self-esteem. And now I love me, and I live a really peaceful life. I want to walk you through an inventory of your own heart, something I use with my clients successfully to help them find their own hidden pain so they can heal with trust and purpose. Please close your eyes, relax your body, and just take some deep healing breaths while you listen to my voice. There's a peculiar thing that most people do. I call it story making. And we do this in a few ways, but the most common one is to rewind and relive past stories from our lives. You might do this very naturally, like a bad habit. It locks you into the pain of your past and keeps you from the joy of your present day. What we experience in our mind affects our body and our emotions. It's like a nightmare. A lion is coming and it's about to pounce on you, and you startle awake, your fists are clenched, your heart is pounding, and you are in fear. But the lion isn't real. It's only in your mind. So what do you story make about? What events from your past still go through your mind? And when they do, you feel anger, resentment, fear, guilt, grief, shame, or unforgiveness. Maybe it's from a divorce, the death of a loved one. Maybe it's from betrayal, addiction, abuse. Maybe it's something you regret. Keep this past event in your mind for a moment while I walk you through 3 questions. First, ask yourself, what did I learn from this experience? What was the possible reason for this being part of my life journey? And then think outside of the box. What might be an explanation for why this was part of my lessons, my soul lessons? Perhaps you learned to be strong. Perhaps you learned to use your voice and to speak up for what you want and need. You learned to forgive or apologize or trust. Maybe it forced you to make a change, to take a risk, to let go and move forward. Consider that your pain might have been for the purpose of another person's soul growth. Going through these questions once won't immediately alleviate all your pain necessarily, so be patient with yourself. Revisit these questions. And if it still feels impossible for you to find purpose, know that you still can heal. You can choose to trust and know that there's purpose, even if you can't find it. Say a prayer. Ask for divine help. Receive other assistance. Just don't leave it in your heart. Don't leave it there to cause you more pain. Do whatever you need to free yourself from the past, to step forward to your future with a heart full of love, acceptance, grace, and hope. I'm Shannon Elhart, and I send you much love and hope for your own heart to heal and for you to find true inner peace.